So this one's just going to be a little bit of a quick one this week, guys. So we're starting off with the small repair, really. Small repair, a lot of paint for what it is. We don't want to put a blend in a big bonnet like this, so we're just going to do a little cheeky bumper corner blend and then re-clear the bonnet. So the spray gun I'm using is the W400 Iwata. This is the limited edition model. It's absolutely brilliant for little jobs like this. It's got a 200mm pot on it. It's got the split nozzle, the same as the WS range, etc. It's really nice. For little blow-ins like this, it's more of a kind of midi gun than a minigun. But for me, for like something like a little smart repair on a bumper or a little blow-in, or even when you got something small where you just want to blow in a very small amount of base coat like this, there's no point me getting out the big LS for this. This little W300 is absolutely ideal, and as you can see, it can pump more than enough paint out. I've got this running the 1.2 setup. It puts more than enough paint out for a blow-in like this. I mean, I've used it for wetting a panel before. I use it for base jobs quite often. I use it for like 99% of bumper corner jobs as well, for the base and clear. It's a really good all-round little minigun. So this Mini Clubman, the colour for this is chili red, quite a common colour on these and the BMWs these days. It covers extremely well in the Kapci, so this is the Kapci solvent base coat. I've just mixed up I think 50ml of colour, which makes me 100ml of sprayable paint, which should be more than enough to get this coloured up. Now this was coloured straight up after 2 coats. Now I've used systems before where some reds might take 3, 4, 5, 6 coats. I have found that with the Kapci system, I'd probably say about 60% are better covering than I'm used to. With it being 1-to-1 and with thinners as well, you know, I'm mixing up a lot less base coat to what I previously would have for a job like this. As well as having like massive cost savings. So this has been done on the week that we've just had here in the UK. So average booth temperature this week has been 30 plus at any time of the day. It's been a little bit of a warm one this week, so I'm not having to wait really for this to dry. I'm literally just blow in, quick air dry. I'm using the air from the gun to dry it down with it. Even if you're using water base, with the kind of temperature that we've got at the moment, that stuff will be drying off in minutes. What you do need to be careful of is that you still leave a good flash off time in between, just in case, say you've used the air to dry things off, you might have accidentally skinned it over a little bit, especially using water base, so just be careful of that. But literally, little blowing like that, matter of a couple of short minutes, and that job is based up already. Now for the clear, I'm using the Kapci 6030. I've got no thinners in this because, as I said, we were looking probably 30-35 degrees in the booth this day. It was ridiculous, which is why I'm not wearing my full suit. I do recommend wearing a full suit, but it was just ridiculously hot, and it was that hot I couldn't even get gloves on and off because they just stuck to your hands. You couldn't pull them up properly. It was just, it's not been a nice week at work, hence why this is a short video, and it's also a little bit late. It's just been knackering at work this week, so rather than having the spare time to edit in the evening, I've just been trying to relax because we've been all day every day trying to work in like 30 to 40 degree heat because the temperature gets right up there in the workshop. So it's the 6030. I'm using the fast hardener in this. I'm using the Ws400 Series 2. It's got the 1.3 HD setup in it. I'm running around about 1.8 to 2 bar on the fluid, on the air, sorry. The fluid is set to full, and also the fan is set to full. Now, this first coat and this initial coat, most of this bonnet is just literally one massive clear blend. So I'm just giving it one very quick once over for the first coat. Then for the second coat, we're going to keep the settings exactly the same. We're going to send everything wide open, so full fan, full fluid, 2 bar, and then we're just going to go for one like heavy overlap and slow coat. So especially with it being so hot, clear and everything's drying, and it can pull back a little bit just because of the excess heat while you're spraying. You know, sometimes it's hard to get the amount that you want on when it's this hot. We have tried our best not to be painting in this kind of heat this week, and do the jobs earlier in the day, but it's not always possible to do it. Sometimes, you know, you end up painting in the afternoon and then you're into like the high 30s in the booth, so you just have to adjust your spraying style a little to suit. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be going for like quite a large overlap. We're full fan, full fluid, and I'm going to be running around about 70-75% overlap. We're going to go a lot slower than we did on the first coat, and really load this bonnet up now to give it that really nice wet gun finish for this last coat of clear. Now this did come out really well. We were able to pretty much just nib and polish this. I think some of the top we might have gone over a little bit with the disc, just because again the heat made it just pull back that tiny little bit. It's nothing to do with the clear, it's literally the excessive temperature that we were painting in on this day. Sometimes these things happen, but as you can see, even though we've got an extremely hot day, this 60-30 through the Iwata is laying down real nice. There's no issues there whatsoever. It flows really nice through this gun. I went, as I said last week, down to Stafford to do a job for some guys down there on an old Beetle that they've just restored, and we ran the MIPA CC12 on that day for their job. That's what they were using, and it again performed absolutely effortless with that. So I am compiling footage at the moment to finish the review on this. Hopefully I'll get to do that next week. It's all going to be weather depending on whether I can just get the last few bits shot that I need to, but I need like normal temperatures, or normal working temperatures, in order to shoot those last bits of information for the video properly. But I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, guys. As I say, I'm sorry it's a little bit shorter than usual, but it's just been one of them weeks. I didn't want to, you know, not post for you guys, but unfortunately it was one of them where it's just been too hot to be filming and editing in the evening. So hope you enjoyed the last little bit on this car, and I'll see you again soon for the next one. Bye for now.
Because there are so many things that I left